Hey everyone, welcome back to Rams on SI. I'm your host Claudette Montana, joined by our NFL senior writer, Hondo Carpenter. We are talking all things Rams defense today, Hondo, and I want to bring up Jared Verse, who's heading into his second season with the Rams. There's a lot of great defensive players and young defensive players in the NFL right now. Aiden Hutchinson is a guy that comes to my mind. But where do you think Jared Verse ranks among that group of young defensive players in the NFL?
I think he's tied for second. I think Aiden Hutchinson's a better defensive end than him right now today. And the way that now, obviously, if Aiden's healthy, and he is, by the way, um, and you're the Rams, this is how you ask yourself: would you trade Verse for Hutchinson? Of course. So I think Hutchinson's number one. I think he's tied for two with Will Anderson of the Texans. I think Will Anderson is a really good player. And I think him and Verse are battling for that second best of the young DEs right now. And I'm going to tell you something. If you're Verse and you're sitting here and you're in that conversation with Will Anderson and Aiden Hutchinson, and I think it's a conversation. I don't think it's Aiden head and shoulders. I think he's there, but I don't. I mean, I'm not acting like this is a no-brainer. And you got him there, and you're in that conversation. I think that's a good thing. Now, one thing all three young men have going for them is tremendous character. These are not just great players, they're fine young men. They're young men that have made their families proud, not because of the money they make or what they do for a living, but how they conduct themselves as men. So, what a great company to be in the top three. Anybody could argue those top three, and I wouldn't argue in any order. In mine, it's Hutchinson and then tied with Verse and Anderson, but any order to me is a fair argument. So for me, no, but man, he is right in that conversation.
I can attest to the comment that you made about them being great young men. I've interviewed both Will and Aiden, and they are both super respectful and kind young men. So I totally agree with that statement that you made. All right, I want to remind everybody that they can go to si.com/NFL/Rams for all of your Rams insider coverage. Lots of great stuff on there right now. Hondo, thanks so much. Appreciate it.
Thank you, Claudette.